guys, it's Paulie, and I thought I'd do a home video on brewing beer. So this is my first video, or my first attempt, and actually I lie, it's not my first attempt. I was fucked. The autofocus on this bloody camera, terrible. I'm using a Nikon D5100 and autofocus is crap. May as well not worry about using it. Anyway, that's not what the video is about. It's about home brewing, and I need to find my beer because it's you have to have a brew while you're home brewing. I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, this is what we're going to be brewing tonight. It's a honey lager. Oh, smell that honey. Got a very, very nice aroma of honey. Oh yeah, that's the way I like my lagers. That is really nice. Alrighty. What you're going to need is, actually I'm doing two batches. I'm doing a Cooper's lager and a home brand lager, and I'm going to do both with honey. I'm going to do the Cooper's with yellow box honey and the home brand with just normal honey. Okay, what we're going to need is a can opener, we're going to need scissors, we're going to need a knife for cutting, a tea towel, sanitize, we're going to need something we can put some boiling water into. We're going to need a spoon, we're going to need our Cooper's lager, our honey box, and our lager, home brand, and our normal honey. Alrighty, and also we're going to need some boiling water. Okay, the first thing we should do is sanitize all our equipment. I've sanitized a hose I use, to the spoon, to the knife, the scissors, can opener. Yep. Alright. These come pre-hopped. I brew this way because it's quick and easy and tastes great. What more could you want? Right, it's pretty easy. Just peels off. Click and chuck. Oh, that was a shot straight into the bag. Under the lid you will find your brewing yeast down there, and also instructions. And on the side of the lid that you open, it has written open can, other end. So we turn that upside down. This is the end we open. We'll set that aside for a second. Now, there's a little join there where it's been glued. I will cut on the either side of that. And see if that peels straight off, and that's where it's glued. I'll take this off so no paper gets inside your brew when you take the lid off. Alright, you won't get all that off, but you don't need to. Anyway, now we will put some boiled water inside this and let it sit for about 20 minutes because this is very thick indeed, and boiling water will soften it up and it'll be a lot easier to pour out of the tin. I think my tap water is hot enough to do the trick. Alright, I'll just let that soften up. Actually, you can also put your honey in with the boiled water, because honey is also thick, so that will soften it up and make everything just a bit easier to pour. But in the end, I pour my boiling water. You're supposed to have 2 litres of boiling water to put into this. It says here to dissolve contents of can and other fermentable sugars with 2 litres of boiling water, or 4 litres of hot tap water may be used. In the summertime, it all depends on how you're going to bring the temperature back down again, because 2 litres of boiling water I found will, by the time you get it to the 20 litre mark where you're supposed to test the temperature, it will be way too hot, because the cold water out of my tap is around 27 degrees in summertime. So that means by the time I get it to there, it's around 28 degrees. But it says if the wort is not an ideal temperature but within the range of 18 to 32 degrees Celsius or 64 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, add the yeast. I found that what will happen if it's higher temperature, the yeast will start to work faster. And I haven't had any problems, but I do like to get it around the 25 degrees mark. I think that's a good temperature for me. And it says here on the bottom, ideal temperature is between 21 and 27 degrees. So that's why I like to get it around 25. It hasn't got 25 very, it's got 24 and then 26. So if it's 26, I'm still happy. If it's 24, I'm happy as well. Okay, just to show you guys how thick these cans are, I've got the one over there in hot water, and I'll do this one just like it is. And I'll show you a comparison of how thick these things actually are. With this no name one, under the lid is a sachet of yeast, and no directions because there's no name. The directions are on the side of the can. Just got on here, maintain temperature of brew at 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. 35 is really high. I like to keep mine around 25. It says bottle when fermentation is finished and the SG reading of 1005 is attained. Warning, do not bottle if SG is above 1005, as overgas bottles could explode. The good thing about plastic bottles is they don't explode. Because they're plastic, they stretch and they won't explode on you as they're carbonating. Might even do a comparison on the no-name brands of yeast as well, just to see if there is any difference. Are we just paying for a name? Is the home brand lager going to taste just the same, if not better? No, doubt it. Okay guys, it's been about 20 minutes, so we'll open these tins and get it started. But before we do that, we should put the airlock into the lid, because pushing it in, you may push the grommet through and into the wort. We'll just leave that for a second. We won't put any water in that because this lid will be going off soon. Alright, first thing I like to do, instead of putting the boiling water into here, I'll put it into here after I've opened it. After I've poured the contents of this tin into the fermenter. Okay, Okay, so this is the test of one that's been soaked in boiling water. Okay, this is the one that's been soaking in water. So you've still got a lot of dark. Still a lot of stuff in here. It's very concentrated, so we need to get it all out. Yeah, it's very concentrated. That's why I use boiling water. Pour the boiled water. Maybe a litre. Okay, so I'll just give that a stir. Okay, now that, because that's very hot, it's boiled water, I use just a cloth or a tea towel, fold it in half, and I fold it in half again.